From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
What is up, guys? Happy Thanksgiving 2018. Today just happens to be the 55th anniversary of the John F. Kennedy assassination. Happened in Dallas, Texas in 1963. I've always been fascinated with this event, so I'm going to just show you guys some of the things I've collected over the years based on the JFK assassination. This video isn't to convince anyone of a conspiracy or a lone assassin. I just kind of want to show you guys what I have. If you are watching this video and happen to be alive and remember where you were when you heard that JFK was assassinated, if you could give a brief description down below, that'd be great. I would definitely read it. So I have this framed. It's a Dallas Times-Herald newspaper of November 22nd, 1963. President dead, Connally shot. Has Kennedy in Love Field arriving, and then Lyndon Johnson being sworn in as the 36th president. This book, The Killing of a President. The reason why I'm showing this is because this picture right here, sorry for the glare, shows the Texas School Book Depository. I believe it's the first earliest picture of the Texas School Book Depository after the assassination, just taken minutes afterwards, and it shows the 6th floor sniper window right there. And Tom Dillard was in the press car behind the president when the assassination happened. He happened to be in a retirement home in Albuquerque when I was in college, and I found out somehow, I can't remember how I found out, and I called the place and he agreed to meet with me for an interview. I rushed over there with a pen and paper, which I totally regret. And I wish I had like an audio recording or a video recording, but we talked for a few hours about him witnessing the JFK assassination, and he worked for a Dallas newspaper, I believe. He basically stated that he believes Oswald fired 3 shots that killed the president, but again, the only person I ever interviewed or met who was there that day and actually witnessed the JFK assassination. My fascination, kind of borderline obsession with this event occurred when I was a teenager. I would say I was like 13, 14 years old, and this film came out, one of my favorite films of all time, JFK, starring Kevin Costner, directed by Oliver Stone. And I believe that this is out of print, and this is a collector's edition, number 10,922 of 50,000, right here. And I have the original movie poster and a banner, which I couldn't find. They're rolled up somewhere. And this is the most current one that I have. I do have the DVD director's cut, and can't find that either, but it's somewhere. It's probably in a box somewhere. Kevin Costner, Jim Garrison right there. Great cast. Joe Pesci was in it. JFK's director's cut booklet. Right here, have a picture of Jim Garrison character right by John F. Kennedy's grave in Arlington National Cemetery. So this is an epic film, came out in 1991. I might be the only person who's still a little bit upset that Silence of the Lambs won for Best Picture, but I can see now through time that Silence of the Lambs definitely has aged better than this film, I would say. So there's the Blu-ray right here, 50-year commemorative edition, so 5 years ago this came out. And it has a few documentaries and stuff, like Untold Story of the United States. We have a quotations book right here, John F. Kennedy quotations book. Great orator, really connected with the people. Only Irish Catholic president. And this is photos and correspondence right here, a bunch of photos. And got something else. Looks like some pictures, printout pictures. And yeah, that's it for this. And the one thing about this film is, since its release, alright, I have the 2 VHSs right here. I have the original film, and the only cut of the original film is on VHS. The rest, since DVD, Blu-ray, have been the director's cut, which is about 20 extra minutes on there. And I have the director's cut of JFK on VHS, got that. Last VHS, this is this old stock film. Pretty long, I would say it's maybe close to an hour of JFK in Ireland, of course, the Irish Catholic president, and they loved him in Ireland. The whole world grieved when he was assassinated in Dallas. I have this Life magazine of John F. Kennedy in memoriam from November 29th, 1963. I rarely take this out. And this is the first images of the Zapruder film. See if I can find it, that were in black and white. I can't find, there is a page of the Zapruder film, I believe, in this one. It might be on another Life magazine, but this is the picture here out of the sniper's nest of the 6th floor schoolbook depository. And I don't have any pictures, I couldn't find any pictures, but I have been to Dallas. I was there in 2003, and I went to Dealey Plaza. And the window, the sniper's nest window, is closed off. But the window next to it is very close, and you could see out it, and it was a lot closer than I thought it was. I mean, it's so, the road is just right there, and it looks really a lot closer than I thought it would be, like I said. So, and there's a picture of another Life magazine, which is actually hard to come by. Is this one with Oswald on the front. There are 2 other pictures of Oswald taken in his backyard with a rifle and gun that he shot J.D. Tippit with a revolver right there. And I have this Newsweek magazine. This is actually Assassination of Robert Kennedy in 1968 with his brother in the background there. Another tragic assassination in the 60s. And People magazine. This is 1988, so this would be the 25th anniversary of the John F. Kennedy assassination. This is Newsweek magazine, The Twisted Truth of JFK from 1991. Why Oliver Stone's new movie can't be trusted, just a front cover. I went to Dealey Plaza in 2003. I picked up this Dealey Plaza National Historic Landmark book right here, which was fascinating. Great. I mean, if you're ever in the area, you should go. It's definitely worth going to. It's been preserved pretty good, and the 6th floor museum is excellent. They have everything from 1963 in there, all the cameras they used, and videos going on. And so I just picked up some newspaper reproductions that they sell over there. This is the New York Herald Tribune front cover, and you can tell these are copies. I mean, it's just compared to the original, the pictures are just very soaked in black ink. So Vicksburg Post-Gazette, and this is a copy of the inauguration of John F. Kennedy in 1961, January 1961. And then a reproduction of the original that I have, the Dallas Times-Herald, President Dead, Connally Shot, right here. The first one I read after the film JFK came out is by Jim Marrs, Crossfire, The Plot to Kill Kennedy. And this is a conspiracy book, basically, and well written. I mean, good writing. And he also wrote a book called Alien Agenda about Project Blue Book, and that was interesting as well. But this book, and then On the Trail of the Assassinations by Attorney General Jim Garrison of New Orleans, were both the books that were based on the film JFK. And I do have a copy of the Warren Commission reports. I don't think these are hard to come by. I have looked through this. I haven't read it word for word, and I think it's like a 24-volume set with every recording, everything that the Warren Commission did, and I don't think you could find those very easily anymore. So, but these ones, the big book of it is pretty easy to find. JFK: The Last Dissenting Witness by Jean Hill. So this came out, you know, after the movie JFK Forwarded by Oliver Stone. And she is prominent in the Zapruder film. She's wearing a lengthy red raincoat, and she's with her friend Mary Mormon, and both of them say that they thought they saw something behind the picket fence, and there's film of them, besides the Zapruder film, running towards the hill and the fence over there. So, alright guys, thank you for watching until the end if you did, and I'll see you on the next video. I happened to find this. This is me in Washington, D.C., I believe 2005, standing by the eternal flame, John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Kennedy at that time. And there's me again, 2005. Just a few steps from John F. Kennedy is Robert Kennedy's grave. Simple cross there and plaque.